Heat shield engaged.
That black hot smoke will have hit the ceiling and it will bank down.
So what's the plan?
My name is Korey Pereira, and I'm the owner and lead audio engineer at Soularity Sound. Soularity Sound is a small post-production facility based in Austin, Texas. We do pretty much everything in-house: dialogue editing, Foley recording, ADR, voiceover, sound design, and even mixing. We do it all here. Austin has a really unique film scene. It's a great town to live if you want to be involved in film. The University of Texas has a really great film program, and that's where a lot of my business started. I work primarily off of referrals and repeat business, and I think the key to that is delivering a top quality product consistently and making sure everybody leaves happy. I've been mixing and surround for years and just recently made the decision to move to 5.1 myself. I mixed in a pretty small room. One of the biggest challenges for me was finding a monitoring solution that translated very well to larger mixing spaces as well as the big screen. After a lot of research, I decided to go with the LSR4300 series from JBL. The first thing I did when I got these monitors was take a couple of the mixes that I've done on bigger dub stages and brought them back here and played them back. The great thing is they sounded almost identical to what I remembered. Also, I've had the opportunity to take a couple of the mixes that I've done here in this space with these monitors and play it back in a theatrical setting, and they sound great. There are a couple of key features that really drew me to these speakers. First of all, as far as setup, they're very easy to use. You set them up in the room, you connect them all together through Ethernet, and this lets you control them all from the touch of a button. So now from the front of any of the speakers, you just hit the power button or turn the volume up or down, and it controls the whole system. On top of that, you can also set up an EQ for your space, which you can turn on and off right here. And then also, once you connect the calibration mic, you can then push the room mode correction button. The room mode calibration tool has been really helpful. Once you set up the speakers, you take a microphone, you set it up in the middle of the room, and it'll shoot the room and create a profile and help correct for some of the low frequency problems you see, especially in a small space. It also comes with a remote, which can be really helpful. It lets you turn the power on, it lets you turn the volume up or down. You can also mute or solo each of the individual speakers, as well as turn the bass management for the whole system on or off with the push of a button. Another thing I really like is the monitor control software. Is what it does, it lets you pull up a profile of your speakers and it shows exactly how many you have. It lets you adjust all the settings inside of the software, and most importantly, save presets. So that way when I calibrate my space to a certain level, I can then save that level setting in a preset and pull it up anytime I'm doing, for example, broadcast or theatrical work. Another really important thing for me when choosing a monitoring solution for this space was finding something that had a relatively small footprint, but enough power to keep up with the big dramatic or effects-heavy moments in films that I work on. Right now I'm working on a sci-fi film. It has tons of visual effects and really big sound cues. The first scene of the film, there's a spaceship that's crashing into a planet and coming apart. I feel like the JBL speakers and especially the subwoofer have done a really good job of keeping up with big moments like that. Another really cool thing about the speakers is actually a built-in metering on the front of each of them. So that way when I'm playing a scene, if I have a pan going from the back of the room to the front, you can actually see the levels show up on the front of the speakers, which can be a nice visual cue for me, but also I find that a lot of clients really like this. So when we're talking about those big moments, you can actually point at the speaker and they can actually see the levels happening at that point. I think for anyone doing multi-channel production in a small space, the JBL 4300 series is the way to go. Creating sound for film is my passion. My goal is to have every filmmaker walk away from working with me feeling like we've accomplished something great together. By taking sounds and bringing them together in a way that really brings their film to life, and be able to create a high-value product in my small space. My name is Korey Pereira, and this is what I do at Soularity Sound.